The first organized crime gang in the United States, often considered the foundation of the American Mafia, is the Black Hand. Emerging in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, this criminal organization primarily operated within Italian immigrant communities in cities like New York, New Orleans, and Chicago. Though not a formal mafia, the Black Hand laid the groundwork for what would later become a structured, more sophisticated mafia network. The Black Hand was characterized by its extortion techniques. Criminals would send anonymous letters to individuals, demanding money under the threat of violence, typically sealed with a symbol resembling a black hand. These tactics were particularly effective in immigrant communities, where language barriers and mistrust of law enforcement made people more susceptible to such threats. In cities like New York, particularly in neighborhoods such as Little Italy, the Black Hand terrorized local businesses and citizens. The Mafia, as we know it today, began to take a more recognizable form in the 1920s and 1930s, with the rise of Prohibition, which provided organized crime families with a lucrative illegal market. Figures like Giuseppe Morello, who ran the first known Italian-American crime family in New York around the early 1900s, and Salvatore Toto d'Aquila helped form the early foundations of what would become the notorious Five Families of New York. One of the earliest and most infamous moments in American Mafia history was the 1916 murder of Giuseppe Morello, a power struggle among Italian gangs in New York City. As the Black Hand's influence waned, these gangs evolved into the powerful mafia families that controlled much of organized crime in the U.S. during the mid-20th century. This period set the stage for the rise of legendary mafia figures like Al Capone in Chicago and Charles Lucky Luciano in New York, who established the mafia's dominance in the American underworld.